Hi, I'm Annie Botticelli, and welcome to my September 2019 horoscope report for you. I'm going to give you the top 3 must-knows for your sign, including details like looking at the actual charts and seeing what fields of experience these aspects in the sky are going to drill down for your specific sign and what that looks like and how you can best use the energies. I offer so many free resources. Most of the things that I do are free. So you definitely want to tap into all of the things that I am offering to you. Besides these monthly videos that I offer always a month early, you can also go to cozybysweetstarlight.com to get written horoscopes by me and all kinds of other astrology and other blogs. You can go to anniehelpsyou.com to see all of my astrology blogs plus inspirational blogs and other things there. You can sign up for my free email newsletter where you get a written write-up of the month to come a month early, plus my 28-day virtual coaching program for free at anniehelpsyou.com. So definitely make sure you're tapping into all of the things I am working hard every month to offer you. Now I'm going to go into the details of what your sign has to look forward to in September 2019. Hello Aquarius friends, welcome to my September 2019 horoscope report for you. I'm going to discuss the top 3 must-knows for Aquarius, including very specific details with the charts to accompany, so I can show you what areas of your life are going to be affected by the transits that I'm going to highlight for you for this month. We have a lot of beautiful potentials and we have a lot of conflictive potentials. This is a month that is crazy busy with astrological transits. Last month we had around 14 notable transits. This month we have double that. So it's just a really, really busy month, a lot of factors, and I'm going to talk about my 3 top highlights to help you have the best month possible. Some of the things we talk about are going to pertain to all Aquarius placements, but we are going to drill down and see some differences depending on where you are in the spectrum of Aquarius placements. So it's good to know where you are at. The early degree placements are basically the January born or 0 to 9 degrees. The middle degree placements are around February 1st through 10th or 10 to 19 degrees. And the lates are around February 11th through the rest of the sign, or 20 to 29 degrees. And if you're watching for Aquarius as your rising or your moon, then this is for you just as much as for the sun sign Aquarius. I always recommend that you watch at least the horoscopes for your rising and your sun sign. They each give a different piece of the total astrological picture for you. Okay, so there are 3 things that I want to focus on, the top 3 noteworthy things for Aquarius. The first is where these earth trines are going to show up in your chart. We've got a succession of beautiful aspects, and we had a lot of beautiful aspects in August as well, but we've got another huge sequence of earth trines. So we're going to look at the houses that are going to be accentuated for you there. The second thing I want to look at is one of my favorite days of the month for you, which is the new moon in fellow air sign Libra, and where that's going to occur and what you can expect. And then we're also going to talk about these oppositions between the Virgo planets that are dominating this month and Pisces, this Neptune and Pisces, because they're all going to make these oppositions. So they're going to happen throughout the month. And we have other oppositions this month as well, not just these Virgo Pisces ones. So I just want to help you understand the nature of the energy, what you can do with it, and some of the dates that are going to be highlighted. Okay, so there are other sweet things happening, other sweet dates this month, and you can get that information when you watch the general transits or when you get the write-up at anniehelpsyou.com. But specifically the earth trines, which is what I wanted to focus on for Aquarius. We're going to have the 1st, the 6th, the 8th, the 9th, the 13th, 14th, and 19th. Okay, so there are going to be these beautiful earth trines on those dates. Let's look at what this looks like in the chart. Okay, so you see all these planets in Virgo? They're going to make beautiful aspects with all these Capricorn planets, and that's going to take place throughout the month. The houses that are most aspected for all early, middle, and late are the partnership arenas. Okay, so partnerships, relationships, collaborations. You can see that's early, that's middle. There's the 7th house being activated. And that's late. So regardless of of what your Aquarius placement is, your partnership sector is going to be enhanced by these beautiful aspects. There is going to be a slight shift as to where else is going to be aspected depending on your placement. So you early and middle degree people, you are likely to have the combination of partnerships plus the 12th house. Okay, so you can see that there. In the middle degree, you also have that energy. While the late degree placements, you're going to have that more in the 11th house. Let's see, 7th and 11th. And really, you middle degree friends, you may have some of the 11th house as well. So 7th house for all of you, 12th for early and middle, and 11th for middle and late. So let's talk about what that looks like. For the early and middle degree placements, when you have the 12th house involvement, that often has to do with someone working behind the scenes. And in this case, since it's a favorable angle, it would make it more likely that they're working on your behalf. Okay, so like maybe there's a buzz about you, or people are talking about you, someone is trying to help you. Maybe you don't know about it, maybe you do, but usually the 12th house shows it happening behind closed doors. A secret meeting, a secret connection, anything having to do with partnerships, relationships, business, work, and secret or quiet or more hidden things. So people could be working on some things for you, and maybe that information will start to come out, early and middle especially. The middle and late degree placements where we've got this 11th house involvement, this is more of an overt assistance. Okay, this 11th house has to do with friends and acquaintances and friendship circles, you know, social media groups, anything like that. So any of those networking connections can really help to link you with things that you need. So if you need a plumber, or you need an accountant, or you need a boyfriend, or you need something, your 11th house can hold keys to your 7th house. Okay, so this makes it an amazing month for online dating, for, you know, dates that people try to set you up on, for networking connections for work. This is also an amazing time for launches, and this is for every sign. But if you've got an internet launch, that 11th house also rules the internet. So there's some extra goodness there. The second thing I wanted to talk about for the month links into what we've been talking about with this theme for partnerships. It's the new moon in Libra. Okay, so that's on the 28th. Oh, new moon, whoopsie. And that's at 5 degrees of Libra. So all Aquariuses are going to be helped beautifully by a new moon in your fellow air sign. But you early degree placements will get even, and the closer to 5 degrees you are, but really all early degree will get an extra kiss and an extra boost from that new moon. And that new moon also has a beautiful aspect with Venus and Jupiter. So anything involving love, beauty, money, self-esteem, design projects, anything like that can get a special boost at that time. Expansion, new energy, and the sign, you know, Libra is a partnership sign, and it's happening for you guys in the 8th house. So be there for early, be there for middle, it'll be there for late. Well, late degree, it's going to be on the line. So it's either going to be in the 8th or the 7th house, but we've talked about how the 7th and 8th house are both partnership houses. So that energy will manifest very similarly. So lots of bright potentials for connections, important connections this month. The third thing that I want to talk about has to do with oppositions. We have more than just these oppositions that we're going to talk about. This month there are quite a lot of aspects, as I mentioned. But because there are so many planets in Virgo and all of them are going to oppose this Neptune, I wanted to talk about this. So this can bring like confusion, disillusionment, you know, conflicts between the seen and unseen realms, conflicts between the feeling and the logic of things, and that's for all signs. But we want to see what houses are going to be aspected here. Okay, so for early, we've got the 7th house, again, the partnership relationship house, so the, you know, confusion in those sectors. Depending on your exact early degree placement, this Neptune is either in the 2nd or the 1st house. So 1st and 7th house is me and we, and the 2nd house then ties in money. All right, so the middle degree placements, you are 1st and 7th and the same with the late. So it's really just the early that may have that extra tie-in to money with these oppositions, money and material things. So when we have oppositions in the me-we sector, it means that you're really being pulled between yourself and somebody else or everybody else. So they're pulling this way, you're pulling this way, it's making the rope, tight, kind of at a standstill. But from this, resolutions can come. You can transcend the push and pull. You might have to set boundaries and prioritize yourself, or you might have to see if there's ways that you can create win-wins. Okay, so even with this opposition, you see this energy of partnership is just really showing up in a big way. I always call the opposition superhero transits because even though, yeah, they bring stress. I'm not going to lie, they bring stress. When you have an opposition, it's like, I'm overstimulated. I'm being pulled in all these directions. And with Neptune involved, it brings uncertainty and confusion and disillusionment often. But I do call them superhero placements because you get to see what you can do when you have these things happen, when you can walk on the tightrope, where it's like, whoa, it's sketchy, but wow, look, you're walking on a tightrope, and that's really cool. So you have that potential, and those aspects are going to occur. There's quite a few of them. Let's see, they're the 4th, the 7th, the 10th, the 13th, and 14th. Now again, remember, these are just the Pisces, Virgo oppositions. There are other oppositions this month. There's just way too many for me to get into. But you can use the other resources I've discussed in order to access those. Okay, so overall, I think that the challenging potentials are definitely somewhat equal to the positive potentials, which is very different than August. August was just like, wow, sweet stuff, barely any conflict. But this is a critical month, and this is a critical month for this year as well, because October 12th, Mercury starts its shadow period, and then the retrograde happens, and then the post-shadow period happens, and then so all the way from October 12th to December 8th, we're in some version of a Mercury retrograde. So this is a month you've got to do something important. And then you'll have again December and January of next year, and I'll go into more of that in the general transits, but you've got to mark your strategies and your launching points, and this might be your big month to try to get some stuff done. There will be conflicts, but you can definitely reap the rewards. So if you love details like these, I have so many more places that you can get resources for this month and in general astrology. So definitely listen to my video, September 2019 Must-Knows for All Signs. That's going to give you lots more details about how these aspects can show up and how you can best use them. I have written horoscopes that are usually talking about things different than the videos for each month. So you can see those at cozybysweetstarlight.com. There are also astrology and other blogs there at cozybysweetstarlight.com. You can go to anniehelpsyou.com to see my massive amount of astrology blogs to help you with transits that are occurring now, and other goodies on my site. You can sign up for my free email newsletter at anniehelpsyou.com, which will get you a write-up about the general aspects with all of them listed so that you have them for your planning purposes, always a month early. So you can do that at anniehelpsyou.com. Plus you get my free 20-day coaching program called Shine when you sign up for my free email newsletter. So I also have astrology education. So all the things I just listed are all free, and I do those for you every month. But I also have some even more in-depth astrology education options at anniehelpsyou.com that you can check out. I would love for you to learn with me. Definitely check out my book, Radical Prayer, Transform Your Life and the World in 28 Days, an Amazon bestseller, and a wonderful companion for my fellow spiritual seekers. So you can see that on Amazon or at radicalprayerbook.com. And you can check out my husband's site for even more resources that he offers, which is iamhelios.com. So he's BR Newman at iamhelios.com. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.